Good evening, Professor, and good evening, my dear friends. Today, I'll be presenting analysis plan for the effectiveness of the telemedicines in managing diabetes in elderly patients. So, to begin with, diabetes is a chronic condition that affects millions of elderly individuals worldwide. Proper management requires a regular monitoring, lifestyle changes, and frequent consultations. However, many elderly patients face challenges such as mobility issues, limited access to the healthcare providers, or living in remote areas. That's where the telemedicine comes into play. Telemedicine enables healthcare providers to offer care remotely using technologies. This individual virtual consultants, remote glucometer monitors, and digital feedback on treatment plans. This study focuses on how effective these methods are for elderly diabetic patients. The study aimed um, on many questions like does technologies improve glycemic control, specifically HbA1c levels in elderly patients? Um, or the second question is, are patients more satisfied with the diabetes care delivered via telemedicines compared to the traditional method, like which is in-person care? The study includes a patient aged 65 or older with a type 2 diabetes. All participants had been enrolled in a telemedicine's diabetes program for at least for the 6 months. The data was gathered from electronic health records and patient satisfaction survey. Mm. Here's what the study found. Um, there was a significant reduction in HbA1c levels after 6 months of using telemedicines. This means better blood sugar control. Patient satisfaction was higher than telemedicine, largely due to the convenience and increased accessibility. However, like any study, there were some limitations. So, self selection bias. The patient who choose telemedicines might already be more health conscious or tech savvy. The sample size, a small group might limit how broadly the results can be applied. And of course, telemedicine's barriers. Some elderly patients may struggle with using devices or apps for monitoring. So, to wrap up, telemedicine shows a great promise for managing diabetes in elderly patients by improving outcomes and the satisfaction. However, to minimize its benefits, we must ensure elderly patients receive the right training and support to use these tools effectively. Thank you for listening. And here is my reference where I get all this information. Thank you so much for listening to me. Have a good day, sir. Bye bye.